Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, February 10th, 2023, and it is a day C. For instrumentals, it is also day 1. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead, take a seat. I'm so happy that you're here in school. I know it's the last day of the school week. We're going into Saturday, the weekend, right? And as our minds are thinking about, what the weekend might bring, oftentimes we get so excited about it. I want you to focus on the present moment because there's a lot of blessings going on right here. Your friends are here. You have the opportunity to learn. You have the opportunity to practice respect, responsibility, and readiness. And not only to offer love, care, and encouragement to others, but to also receive it because that's unconditional here at the school. If you look at your teachers, you know that they are doing everything they can during the school week to create a learning experience that you deserve, okay? And I think that's something that I've seen behind the scenes as the principal, but it's also something, if you pay attention, it's something that they are doing day in, day out, every minute of the day. So make sure to thank them as well. All right, let's go over our lunch menu for today. We've got 4 choices, as always. The first choice, your warm lunch, is, give me 1 second here, is the Mickey's WG Pizza, the whole grain pizza. Choice 2 is the cheesy pizza sticks with marinara sauce. Choice 3 for kindergarten through 2nd grade, it's the lunchbox meal with turkey. And then for 3rd through 6th grade, it's a turkey sandwich meal. And then last but not least, choice 4, the sun butter sandwich. Once again, if you're buying a lunch, make sure you select what you want so the kitchen can prepare it and you can enjoy it at lunchtime. If you are a packer, you're good to go. All right, so once again, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You know what they are: being respectful, being responsible, show that you are ready to learn, ready to honestly do anything. So with that respect, recently I've been talking about bus stop behaviors, and I want to say from my understanding, from some of the bus stops I've been paying attention to, things are improving. So great job, boys and girls. I really appreciate that. Which brings our focus back to the cafeteria, breakfast, and in the hallways and other what we call unstructured times, right? When your teacher isn't necessarily leading you, when there's so many of you guys in the cafeteria that to a certain degree, you have to manage yourself. Same thing on the bus. And that's the ultimate test, boys and girls. Is that where you can show respect? Okay? Knowing too often that you could get away with things that you shouldn't do. And I don't, make any pretenses about that. I don't sit around and say that nothing you do, you can get away, like you can't get away with it, because we know in reality you can get away with it. The question is, are you going to choose to do the right thing anyways, right? I was talking to a student very recently who had a habit of playfully trying to take things from others on the bus, out of the book bags and things like that. My understanding is that after we had a conversation that student has stopped because he may have thought it was funny, but it wasn't, right? And sometimes we've got to think about how other people perceive you. Not that, their judgment matters to you and how you should think about yourself, but it's a matter of taking care and being respectful to each other and living in harmony, okay? We've got a great school here. We've got boys and girls who are amazing. We've got teachers who are amazing. And we all come from a community that comes to John Beck, a great community. Okay, and we really want to show the best that we have. Last but not least, I do want to go back to readiness. Okay, readiness isn't just being prepared, right? But it is also making sure that it is okay to fail. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to trip up. And, Mr. Lin, as recently as yesterday, had to admit when he was wrong, right? And so those are moments where we pause and say, it's hard for us to do that. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had to admit when you're wrong, but you might be tempted to lie, right? But sometimes you've got to accept that you're wrong so that you can move forward and, find ways to do better next time. That's what I mean by brushing yourself off, right? Whether it's failing a test or not doing so hot on a test or, maybe you did something that you regret. in the end, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and sulk and be angry at the rest of the world and blame everyone else? Or are you going to say, you know what? Let's do better next time, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to join me. I want you to join the rest of the world. All of us really need to work on that. Okay, no special announcements for today, but I do want to move into this day in history. Recently, we've talked about different topics, but I really do like to go to inventions, right? But I haven't talked about inventions in a while. So on this day, February 10th, back in 1774, okay, so that's 2 years before 1776, where we declared our independence from England. In 1774, in England, there was a man by the name of, let me look him up real quick here, a man by the name of Andrew Becker, and he designed the first diving suit. I mean, think about it. Up until then, you could only dive as far as you can handle the pressure of the water and hold your breath. Andrew Becker, he designed basically a leather-covered diving suit, and there was a helmet, and there was like a window on it. And attached to it, there was a system of tubes for inhaling air and exhaling the parts of the air that the body was expelling. And that allowed him to dive into the River Thames, which is in London. He's from England, and he was able to stay underwater for almost an hour, if not more. So that's pretty interesting. Now, when we picture diving suits, we think about scuba diving gear that isn't attached to tubes. But that's because over time, they were able to store oxygen in tanks, and you could basically wear it like a backpack as you swim underwater. Back then, with the first diving suits, they still had to be attached to tubes to the to the air above the water. So anyways, it's incremental. As you can imagine, small inventions lead to tinkering and making things better until eventually you have a really nice product. But it is pretty neat. Back in 1774, the first diving suit was invented. All right, listen, if nobody else has told you this, I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. I know I was not here at school yesterday. Some of you guys know that I was out sick. One of the things I definitely missed was seeing you guys in the hallways and getting that love, care, and encouragement. And, for those of you guys who are challenging me, not just to say it, but to do it. I love that. And I want to challenge you right back. Don't just say the love, care, and encouragement. Definitely do that. And definitely share that message to your friends and to your teachers and to your parents. But find ways to show what love looks like, what care looks like, and what encouragement looks like. That's my challenge to you guys. I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Friday.